Greetings everyone, and welcome to another live stream. It is I, Sumi Yellow, and I welcome you to Professor Layton and the AZRAN Legacy, the final game in the canon Layton series, at least for the moment at least. And to be fair, it does feel pretty strange and pretty emotional, if I can be quite honest, the fact that this is it. This is our last stop, our last adventure with our dear Herschel Layton. But if we're gonna go out, as they say, let's go out with a bang, shall we? Seems like we start with the usual, putting our name in. So let's start the final show. You could say it's been a strange journey. I am afraid that is not a reference that I am getting, Sverry. But in a literal sense, it has. So you're correct.
Professor, do you really think it's possible that he's found a living mummy?
Well, I've heard that Professor Sycamore is the authority on the excavation of ancient ruins. He wouldn't just make it up, would he?
Oh, I
Certainly not. It is most curious, but we'll just have to see.
What do you think he means, though? Oh, I hope it's not cursed.
Don't worry, Luke. I'll protect you.
Wow, this is amazing. I feel like I'm on some kind of cruise ship.
No horsing around.
It's easy to get carried away in such luxurious surroundings.
Welcome aboard the airship Bostonius. Hello, my name is Raymond. Please allow me to extend my greetings on behalf of Professor Sycamore.
Hello, Raymond.
Thank you for your warm welcome, Raymond. I am Herschel Layton.
Thank you for having us.
Now, since everyone is here, we can begin making preparations for takeoff. However, I'm afraid that I must first perform a simple check to confirm your identity. Professor Sycamore was very keen that I make sure you were the real Professor Layton. I do apologize for springing this on you now.
What? You're joking.
The identity check will take the form of a puzzle.
Of course.
Somewhere on this map is our destination, and your task is to simply determine what that destination is. Not much of a challenge for Professor Layton, I'm sure.
So we already start with our first puzzle, huh? Not pulling any punches. This is the last entry in the series after all. If you got to this point, they're assuming that you know what you're doing, of course. My apologies, the other story is dating a massive nerd lol. Don't you worry, Sverry, we're all passionate about different things. There is nothing wrong with passion. Also, in case you don't know, Raymond is Descole's assistant. So, where Raymond is, Descole cannot be too far. This world map only indicates the location of two things, cities and refueling stations. The Bostonians will stop off at each one of these in the route to its true destination. But where could this destination be? Move the airship to indicate the road that it should take. You can only move the airship to adjacent squares, and if it runs out of fuel, you won't be able to move at all. Plot a route that goes through every city and refueling station, so we need to cover all of the spaces. Okay. Okay, it's as simple as just touching the... And your fuel recharges when you hit the switch. And you cannot redo your steps. Okay. With all those rules in mind, and seeing the location of each one of these... Starting from the top... Yeesh. This one could prove tricky. By one. Okay. Different course of action. Let's take a more unusual path, shall we? just to make sure we cover all of the spaces. And that should give us our answer.
My intuition should serve me well.
Marvelous.
A satisfying puzzle indeed.
It seems like the very satisfying animations in 3D are gonna be a carryover from Miracle Mask. We know about Pekka Rats, don't you worry. This is our 6th game in the series.
I trust this is satisfactory.
It most assuredly is. There is no doubt that you are the real Professor Layton. Now please make yourselves comfortable. You are all our most honored guests. We shall be taking off immediately.
Hey, we're flying! Look, Professor, we're flying!
One less adventure, huh? Goodbye, London.
And so the 4 of us set off in the airship Bostonius to solve the mystery of the so-called living mummy. It was to be the beginning of an epic journey, one that would take us all around the world.
Funny.
And it was the last adventure that I would share with Professor Layton.
We should be arriving shortly.
The Snow Village. This looks extremely cozy.
I've never seen so much snow.
So this is Frohenborg?
Those are a lot of mysteries. All 12 of them from the 2 more from the usual 10. Renowned archaeologist Professor Desmond Sycamore claims to have discovered what he terms a living mummy, which is rather a mind-boggling concept. What can he possibly have found? The professor is waiting for us at the wintry location, so I assume this mummy has been preserved by cold rather than desiccation. That was a short prologue. Well, here we are. Fromborg. Pristine white slopes, gentle snowfall. This place is gorgeous. Yes, it is rather. And the Professor Sycamore is to be believed. It's here that we'll see this living mummy. It's rather hard to swallow, isn't it? I fear I dismissed the whole thing as a ruse if it weren't for Sycamore's involvement. If he's right, it'll be the find of the century. No, the millennium. That would really be something. Oh, come on, let's get going. We have a town to investigate. Also, is it just me or the models look a little bit different from Miracle Mask? It's almost like they're the same models, but textured a little bit different. They almost look more orange. It's almost like their textures are more detailed. Let's not be hasty, Luke. It might be wise to review our methods before rushing headlong into somewhere new. Oh, of course. Right you are, Professor. The color shaded looks more akin to how they were originally represented in the series. The warmer tone seems to help with that. That is true. It seems they have improved their method of doing 3D models, which I appreciate. This is definitely closer to the illustrations than the models from the previous game. It seems like it's the same controls as Miracle Mask. Just like the stylus, yes. Same controls as last time. Okay. This must be the dashboard. There are buttons and switches everywhere. The pilot's got an amazing view of the outside from here. Nice comfy seat too. Yes, indeed. Piloting this airship around the world must be quite exhilarating. Oh, do you think Professor Sycamore will let me take the controls sometime? Excuse me, Professor. Are you ready to disembark? Raymond? Professor Sycamore is waiting on the other side of Fromborg. Be sure to wrap up a warm before you go out. Okay. Much better. A sweater is much more appropriate for the cold breeze of a snowy village. Thank you, Raymond. Right then, our first step is to locate Professor Sycamore. Hooray! The investigation begins! Let's go, Professor! Oh, look. Enthusiasm is all very well, but shouldn't we work out how we're going to get about first? Oops, right. Sorry, Professor. The same map system as well. Simple enough. Now we can continue. It still feels a little bit surreal to be playing this. I am still quite in disbelief. It feels like I started, I don't know, on one future like yesterday. The last game, huh? Oh. Are you hearing this music? Wow. Welcome to the stream, Tia. It is a delight to see you. You arrived just in time. We practically just started. I was just taking a second to listen to this pretty emotional tune for these. No, we just you didn't miss anything really. The investigation just started, so rest assured that you didn't miss anything important. We only got to do a single puzzle. We just arrived in the town that where presumably everything is gonna take place. Wow, it's like the whole town is covered in royal icing. I've never seen so much snow before. It snows all year round in Froborg. Look, these mountains are not called the Silver Peaks for nothing. All year round, you could ski every day. In fact, maybe I should see about hiring a set of skis or a snowmobile. What about the investigation, Emmy? I thought you said no horsing around. I wouldn't mind if I was down one or two of these slopes myself, but yes, Sycamore is our priority right now. Sycamore is the name of the professor that we're visiting in this town right now. As always, you are always traveling to somewhere to meet someone Layton knows and kickstart the story. But this time, the person who brought us here is no other than Raymond, who you might remember as Descole's assistant. It's interesting that he's the one who brought us here. Even the sign is covered in frost. This is a real snow winter wonderland. This is the last canonical Layton game, yeah? Yes, it is. Which is getting me in the feelings, as they say. Yeah, this is true. Ah, that's really nice and warm. Did mind if I just stay here? Wow, there are walls. Are the walls of that house really made of ice? It must be freezing in there. Actually, I've read that igloos are quite warm on the inside because of the insulation. Still, I wonder who lives there. Perhaps it's a lodge for travelers. With such a magnificent scenery, this town is bound to attract a lot of visitors. If this were a holiday, I'd definitely want to spend the night in here. Do you think we can sneak a peek inside? Professor, there's a man coming this way. Do you think he knows where Sycamore is? Maybe he can give us directions. Oh my god, look who it is. If you've been with us through the other Layton series of streams, you know who this is. It's our friend Aldous. Ah, and lo, in the frosty snow-piled peaks, we meet again, my friends. Fate has seen fit to send you here to warm my heart and ears and ease my shivers. Ah, yes, you are. I am indeed. How pleasing it is to see you in good health. I never dreamt of meeting you here. No, my dreams were of shining silvers and ivory whites. But I must confess, the cold, it's too much. It has triumphed over me. Whoa, my friend, it seems I am unsuitably attired. Oh dear, that is unfortunate. Perhaps you had better to try to keep warm indoors. Your wise words prove that you are not just a party hat. I shall heed them gladly. But first, I have a mission for you. A mission? Somewhere around here, I have placed a wooden box. This is the zoom function, isn't it? I can't see the wooden box anywhere. Where's it supposed to be? Ah, youth, so impatient. Your toes might be numb, my young fellow, but do not let the cold glaciate your mind. Glaciate? I'm sorry, but what are you talking about? Very well, I shall not keep it from you any longer, my friends. What I speak of is the ancient art of zooming. Welcome to the stream, Hollow. Glad to see you, my friend. Also, yes, this was the zooming function, after all. It rings a bell. It should ring a carillon, for you have used it many a time before, but allow me to recapitulate. Yeah, when the lens turns blue, there's something extra there. Long story short. We're still in the tutorial section of the game, of course. Not even halfway through chapter 1. Oh, so it was in here all along. Remarkable. You have not lost your touch, little gentleman. Long may you practice and perfect the art of zooming. That does seem pretty useful. I'm taking it all down. You order me, my lady. But will you not inspect the box? I am sure you want to. Go on, touch it. Okay. A hint coin. I was partially expecting it to be an ancient item. I wonder if those are back. Behold, a hint coin. When your puzzle logic runs into a dead end, this glimmering beauty will be your guide. Well, we have reached the last game. I've completed all other 5 Layton games and I haven't used a single hint coin. But they're always nice to have. However, hint coins are not infinite, so be sure not to fritter them away. You must save them for when you're well and truly lost. These coins are all hidden around the world. Build your eyes and scour, scrutinize, and when you have a chance, zoom. With that, my friends, I have played my part in this tale. There is nothing left for me to teach you. But one thing, when you no longer want to see the world in glorious detail, touch zoom out to return to normal. Now, let's crystallized into a Wufan stalagmite. I bid you adieu. Our old friend Aldous is quite the traveler. He did look exceedingly cold though. Let's hope he manages to find a suitable clothing. I hate for him to catch a cold after being so helpful. He's taught us loads of useful stuff. He has indeed, though we didn't quite get the directions we were hoping for. For now at least. There are plenty of more people to talk to, and I am pretty sure we might find other things here. A bed made of from ice? That's certainly an unusual concept. Another hint coin? What about up here? Another hint coin. Okay. Is our work done already in this part of town? Or are there more things to investigate? Yes, there are indeed. Now that we have unlocked the hint coins feature, there's nothing more captivating than a thick white blanket of snow. Look at the height of that mountain. That is quite a beautiful sight. These Helachi Plichili buildings are also charming. It's like being inside of a snow globe. Hey Professor, I just thought of something. How are we going to keep track of our investigation? An excellent question, Luke. Listen closely, both of you. The trunk, right? Yes. Start by touching the trunk icon on the touchscreen. Yes, we've done this plenty of times. But Layton needs to give you a rundown of the tutorials just in case this is somehow your first entry. I wonder if someone started the Layton series with this one, with this entry in particular. The last one. Now that we're at it, let's save real quick. The font looks different here. Interesting. Hint coin. Anything else around here? Another hint coin, of course. Naturally. I suppose they use this ladder when they need to unblock the chimney. Puzzle number 2. Maybe if I used the sledgehammer? No, don't be ridiculous, Prima. That wouldn't end well at all. Her design is adorable. And the fact that she's using her hair to almost like a scarf, it's quite cute, honestly. Is something the matter, miss? Oh, you startled me. I'm sorry, sir, but who are you? My apologies, my name is Herschel Layton. I am an archaeology professor from London. And I'm Luke Triton, the professor's apprentice. Oh, I see. I'm really sorry. It's just that I've not seen you before, so I thought... Well, anyway, I'm Prima. And you're a professor. That must mean you're pretty brainy, right? I'm supposed to be meeting a friend of mine in a few minutes, but I want to work out how to open the present she got me first. Okay. Puzzle number 2. A glacial gift. My friend gave me this birthday present, but it was delivered in a block of ice. The card that came with it said you can use 5 150mm cups of hot water to melt 30 grams of ice, and that I had to work out how many cups of hot water are necessary to melt the 2 kilograms of ice blocks that's around it. Can you help Prima work out how many cups of hot water are necessary? Wait. Okay. We can use the memo. Okay. Okay, with I get the feeling these numbers are just mumbo jumbo to distract you, as they say. Are just some nonsense, because it would take for absolute ever to unmelt that ice. Also, notice, why is that fire in the background animated? Instead of just being a simple illustration. What if it's 0? You don't need cups for this. You have a fireplace right behind you. The answer is 0 cups of water.
Let's shed some light on this one. Excellent, if I do say so myself.
Trick question. Marvelous. Oh, so while I've been out here fretting, my presence probably frosted all by itself. And you worked that out in no time too. You're a proper professor, and his proper apprentice. Hey, are you friends with that other archaeology guy then? The one with the retro hairstyle? Ah, you mean Professor Sycamore? Yes, Prima, we come here to meet him. Could you tell us his whereabouts? Oh, I'm sorry, I have no idea. I see. Well, never mind. I'm sure we'll find him soon enough. I can tell you this though, ever since the professor got here, suspicious looking men have been lurking around town. They sort of look like soldiers, but if you ask me, the military wouldn't wear uniforms so horribly passé. Oh, I'm going to be late. I better not keep Donna waiting. Excuse me, Professor, I have to run. Bye now. We didn't get much to go on there, did we, Professor? Not as much. We'll just have to ask around some more. Okay, did I miss anything? I bet you get plenty of practice making snowmen around here. Oh, it's the same chimney. Oh, another puzzle? You know, Professor, I bet this town is really pretty at night. Just picture it, the glint of the streetlights along snow-covered paths. It must really be something. Indeed it must. Well-lit streets will certainly brighten the mood of any town. Speaking of which, here's a puzzle for you, Emmy. Oh, a 40 picker a puzzle already? Okay. It's carnival time and it's your job to hang some festive lanterns around the town. You'd think it would be simple enough, but a note from the pushy member of the carnival committee shows they have a very specific idea of how they want the job done. No more than 1 lantern per street, and we don't want any beams of the same color crossing, it's tacky. Can you position the lanterns according to these conditions and still lit every street in town? All the way from one end to the other. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's interesting. The picture, the illustration also changes. That is very pretty. And it seems like the yellow ones have quite the range. So none of the same one per street, you say? It's good that it shows you the range that they all have. What about the pink one here? And that means we can position the green one here. And now it should all be lit up. I think that works well enough. There's only 1 color per street, and all of the pots are lit up. So I'll say we did quite a good job here.
I've got a good feeling about this one. All in a day's work.
I enjoy how smooth the animations are in this game. They're much smoother than in Miracle Mask. Ah, lovely. You will make an excellent town events planner, Emmy. Maybe, but I think I'm happy enough being your assistant for now. And with that... let's continue exploring town. Oh, this must be the soldiers that girl was talking about. Oh, rats! Why does everything here have to be frozen solid? It's Fromborg. Of course everything's going to be frozen. Yeah, but come on. A huge wall of ice? It's not natural, I tell you. I should have been able to chip it at least, but oh. Well, if fire didn't have any effect on it, I hardly expect brute force to either. Anyway, whatever happens, we're not leaving here until we capture the target, so we better suck it up. Come on, Robin, let's see if we can find another way in. I'm on it already. Do you suppose those were the suspicious men Prima was talking about? They must be. This trip might not go as smoothly as I hoped. Living mummy or not, I fear Professor Sycamore has uncovered something extremely dangerous. Is that your intuition talking again, Professor? Perhaps. In any case, we should try to locate Professor Sycamore as soon as possible. Our second mystery out of 12. Yes, 12, not 10, as usual. What do we have here? Aside from a hint coin, the people of Fromborg do seem to send a lot of posts. It doesn't look like there is a coach due for a while. Oh, is that it? Hint coin. What about the logs, the skis, the sign there, the snowman? Oh, there was a hint coin there. Nothing else. A disaster, that's what it is. Is something the problem, sir? Do you need any help? Stone the crows! You're for the city, aren't you? Well, it depends which city you mean, I suppose. We're from London. I knew you was city folks. What are you up on here then? Not looking to modernize us, I hopes. Still, I suppose I can't turn you away. What kind of host would that make me? So I be Harold, and welcome. Thank you, Harold. I am Herschel Layton, Professor of Archaeology at Grayson Heller University in London. Layton, you say? So you're him? Your hat is taller than I expected. Welcome to the stream, Serval. Here is your greeting emoji. Wow, Professor, your ecological breakthroughs are famous all over the world. What? No, what does I care for in archaeology? Never been on my boat there in my life. More of a fact, it was another city professor mentioned you. Singapore, his name was. Ah, you mean Professor Sycamore, right? Harold, would you happen to know where the Professor Sycamore is at this very moment? Well, truth be told, ever since he sets off to explore that cave north of here, I've seen neither a hair nor hide of him. That doesn't sound too good. It's a long way from good. I've barely touched my food, I've been so worried. And that and those ruffians who show up only a few hours after he went in. Come on, Professor, we have to go and get him out of there. Yes, I think you're right, Emmy. We should probably hurry. Let's just say the last time we were in a cave, it didn't end pretty well. Okay. Is anything here? Chimneys, perhaps? Oh, another puzzle. Look at that chimney, Professor. It looks like it's shining. That's right. The fallen snowflakes are catching the sun. Now, why don't you take a closer look? A closer look? Puzzle number 4. Similar snowflakes. As usual, it's snowing in Frenborg. Look carefully, and you'll see that there are 3 different types of snowflakes gently throwing their way down from the sky. Of the 4 snowflake patterns shown on the touchscreen, one of them does not match any of these falling snowflakes. Can you work out which one it is? Be sure to look closely before answering. Okay. Okay, judging from these, I already seen A and B. And I've also, the only one that I haven't seen is C. I feel like I've seen all the other ones already. So at first glance, my answer would be C. I haven't seen any of the other ones thus far. Yeah, my answer would be C.
Want an answer? How's this? Piece of cake.
Pretty simple, and we already hit 100 picarets. Turns out C is a special kind of snowflake that only falls late at night, as you can see here. It's pretty beautiful. I truly hope that one day I could move out to a place where snow, well, exists. We sometimes get snow in London too, but I've never seen snowflakes like this before. They certainly are rather special. Let's hope we have an opportunity to study them more closely sometime. Sumi's first snow? That will be extremely special for sure. It has been one of my long-time dreams to finally see some snow. I've always seen it in movies and TV shows and described in books and video games, but I've never had the chance to see it in person. Oh. I believe the cave should be around here somewhere, but... I wish I had my big thick anorak. Hey Professor, isn't that what we're looking for? Harold said Professor Sycamore hasn't been seen since he went into that cave, right? I hope he didn't hurt himself in there. I can't see any dodgy looking characters, so I say let's go right on in while we have the chance. It might not be as straightforward as all that, Amy. Wait. Snowman? Hey, look, a snowman! So it is. But who would build a snowman all the way out here? Look at its head! It's a snow gentleman! It is rather elegant, isn't it? But look, it seems to be missing one of its gloves. Aren't you cold, Mr. Snowman? Maybe the other glove got blown away by the wind or something. Perhaps we can keep an eye out for it when we head back into the town later. For now though, let's see if we can find a way into the cave. A hint coin in the middle of the snow. Well, it wouldn't be the weirdest place to find a hint coin, for sure. The beauty of a falling snowflake is unmatched anywhere in nature. This must be the entrance to the cave, but it's completely blocked by a wall of ice. I can't see any cracks or weak spots. But all we need to do is break through the ice, right? Sounds like a job for you, Emmy. Absolutely. Professor, look, if you'll just stand back a moment. What? I put all my weight into that and there's not even a hint of a crack. Hang on a minute, if Emmy can smash her way through it, what kind of ice is this? Well, it seems we'll simply have to find another way in. I bet you this is what those ducks were talking about. Yes, look, I think you're correct. Let's see if we go back to town and gather some more information. Okay. Well, our job is done here, it seems. Hey, it's the brainy professor. You're friends with a professor, Prima? How'd you manage that? Well, picture this. There I was, lost in thought, completely baffled by the most puzzling predicament, when suddenly... Alright, I get the idea. Now, judging by the glazed look, Professor, I take it it's your first time in Fromborg? Don't be shy. If there's anything we can help you with, just ask. Actually, there is something we're looking to get into the cave outside of town, but the entrance is blocked by ice. Oh yeah? I didn't picture you as the potholing type. Shows what I know. Well, I can help you, but Masha knows everything there is to know around here. She's just Wait. What's wrong? If you're going to tell him where Masha is, we should get him to give us some fashion advice first. Fashion advice from Mr. Layton? Puzzle number 5. Embroidery Enigma. 4 different patch designs have been sewn onto this plain handkerchief in a particular sequence. The pattern starts at the top left corner and follows the orange line towards the center. Study the sequence carefully and work out which patches belong in the 4 empty spaces of the handkerchief. Place the patches in the appropriate spots. Okay. So... Okay, so it's tree, snowflake tree, snowflake glove, tree, snowflake tree, snowman glove. Okay. Tree, snowflake tree, snowflake glove, tree. I think it's adding a different graphic at the end of each one. So it's tree, snowman glove. Okay. And then it goes snowflake, glove, tree, snowflake, glove, and finally snowman. Because it keeps adding each one of the designs to the handkerchief, and once all 4 have been added, it just starts over. Just gotta make sure what it looks like after the 2 trees. And from there, the answer is pretty obvious.
You know, I think this may be it.
Marvelous.
Puzzle solving is a most gentlemanly pursuit.
Another puzzle solved. Hooray! Thanks, Professor. Show off. Alright, time for us to keep our end of the bargain. You see that post box there? You want to zoom in on the building behind it. That's where you'll find Masha. Thank you, that's perfect. Hey, I know. Since you're so good with fashion advice, I think you should start coordinating outfits. Preferably mine first. The dress-up minigame? Okay. That's one of our minigames, a dress-up game. Okay, and it's unexpected. Huh. I'm not usually impressed by English fashion sense, but you got talent, Professor. At least the potential's there, I'm sure. I want to try our brighter, cheerful look for spring, if you don't mind. Which I'm sure you don't mind. Prima, what do you like? Sorry about her. If you don't need anything else, just say. Unlike some people, I like to give help out of kindness of my heart. Okay, before we continue, allow me to hydrate myself. Okay. Let's continue. That must be her. Surely, but first, it seems how we have stumbled into some kind of hot spring or sauna. What else do we have here? Nothing on the roof, it seems. Well, I don't think I've ever seen you around here before. Tourist, isn't? Not exactly, but excuse me, are you Masha by any chance? Well, how is it you know my name then? Donna told us about you. She says you know all the gossip. To be precise, we're looking for a way to enter the Iceblood Cave beyond the town. So that's what you're after, is it? Alright then, I'll tell you what I know. Listen closely now. Near the entrance to the cave, there is a creepy lone snowman. Creepy? How can a snowman be creepy? Oh, like that. That's the thing. Those who went near said they heard terrible wailing sounds coming from it. Some say they even saw it move. If you ask me, it sounds like it's possessed by a ghost. Some angry spirit come back to exact revenge. Eek. Well, look at it this way. Ever since that snowman turned up, no one has been able to set foot in that cave. One day, I went up there to see for myself. Didn't hear any wailing, mind. But there was something off about it. I could just feel it. I see. I think I'm starting to understand. Do you really think there's an angry spirit living inside this snowman, Professor? No, but I do think that it holds the key to our getting into that ice cave. I thank you for your assistance, Masha. Amy, look, our next step is to inspect all the town's snowmen. They will lead us to what we're looking for. Okay, extremely specific. Okay. So all the snowmen you say, you mean like that one right there? Here's a snowman, and hey, he's only wearing one glove. One glove? Were they with just... Oh, the snowman in front of the cave, that only had one glove too. Oh, I'd say we found our key into the cave, wouldn't you? What makes you say that, Professor? All in good time, look. For now, let's take that glove with us. Fluffy glove acquired. What for? It looks like a pretty ordinary glove to me. I'll show you when we get back to the cave, if you don't mind. Okay. Oh, it's the same type of glove and everything. After hearing those scary rumors from Masha, I keep thinking I can see it moving. The scary rumors gave us just the information we needed. The snowman is the key to getting into the cave. Huh? What do you mean, Professor? We don't have to go any closer, do we? We most certainly do. In fact, that's precisely why we're here now. But Professor, what if it's cursed? The boy tiptoed near, when suddenly the snowman gave an awful howl and lurched towards him in cold, empty eyes rolling. Oh, Emmy, don't be mean. Emmy, stop it, please. Don't worry, look, you can go up and examine it without fear. It's just an ordinary snowman, isn't it? My eyes were just playing tricks on me before. I'm sure it can't really move. Emmy, do you have the glove that we picked up earlier? Glove? Oh yeah, you mean the... Ah! Quite. What, would you do the honors? Oh. Not what I was expecting this early in the game, but here we are. What? What happened? Did that huge wall of ice just... There is no such thing as an ice that cannot be melted by fire. Therefore, the wall blocking the cave entrance was not made of ice. What? But it looked like ice. What else could it have been? I can't say precisely, but if I were to hazard a guess, I'd say it was a panel made of incredibly durable tempered glass. And our frosty top-hatted friend here hides the control switch. But, Professor, isn't it a bit weird? I mean, how come nobody noticed that the wall was made of glass and not ice? It was clear and cold to the touch. People don't usually doubt their first impression, nor did we, if you remember. Amazing, Professor, you've done it again. Now then, somebody is waiting for us inside the cave, the very person who put up this protective wall. Shall we? Oi, did you see that, Makov? I still can't believe that wasn't ice. How did that top man figure it out? Who cares? This saves us a ton of trouble, and we can claim all the credit. Come on, we're going after them. Hold on, we got to report it to the boss first. But, by all means, run on if you'd like. It's your neck on the line. Sport! Alright, fine, I'm coming. Plus, your fingers would get slippery on it. If an actual precipitation can get from the snow. That is true. Sycamore?
Professor Layton, it's quite an honor.
The honor is all mine, Professor Sycamore.
I have been looking forward to this. A chance to meet the famous Professor Layton.
I told you you were a celebrity, Professor.
I wouldn't go that far, Luke.
So, Professor Sycamore, you said you found a living mummy?
Aww.
My word.
Huh? That's the mummy?
I would estimate that this ice is 1,000,000 years old, possibly more. This girl must have been trapped here all that time.
Were tests to confirm this, we would have concrete proof of the most ancient civilization ever known.
The AZRAN?
Precisely. It would be an archaeological revolution.
So, when you talked about a living mummy in your letter, this is what you meant?
Yes, it seems incredible, but that girl is alive. The heat from her body creates a temperature gradient within the ice. It's not much, but it's a clear sign of life.
Surely that's impossible.
I cannot say what kind of scientific or biological phenomena are at work here, but she appears to be in suspended animation, some sort of cryogenic sleep.
This is crazy.
Is it? Let's find out. I propose we melt the ice.
But how on earth are we going to melt all that?
I guess we're here to find out, Luke. Wow, she's beautiful. She looks as though she's just sleeping peacefully. But can someone really survive like that? I did not think it's possible either, but all the signs are there. She has been like this for 1,000,000 years. Professor Sticky Boar. Also, between it could be because the Professor Layton series sometimes does, let's just say, reuse voice actors sometimes, but this could be Descola in disguise again. It is quite astounding. Professor Stinky Lore. Professor, I called you here for a reason. I'd like you to help me unravel this mystery of the girl in ice. Certainly, I shall do my very best. And this is a puzzle, of course. Okay. Frozen in Time, puzzle number 6. According to Professor Sycamore, the words "divided into fours" are written in an ancient language on the back of this stone tablet. The tablet is divided by beams of blue light, and touching the round stones changes the direction in which these beams of light shine. Rotate the beams of light so that they all connect, dividing the stone tablet into multiple sections containing 4 squares. Bear in mind that the square in the center is excluded. Okay. Okay. So let's give this a test run. Okay, so touching those boards. So that everything connects, huh? Do they have to be perfectly square, I wonder? Do they have to form this shape right here in the center, or is that not necessary? Because if that's not necessary, well, that makes our job much easier. I should start with the ones not doing anything, honestly. Because we have 4 squares in there, as you can see. So maybe no, maybe it won't be necessary. 4 squares right there, 4 squares right there. Four squares. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 over here as well. There's 4 here as well. 4. I think, yeah, this is the one in the center is excluded, as the instructions say. There's 4 right here. 4 right here. 4 right here. 4 right here. And 4 right here. Yes, this should be correct.
Here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Quickly, bring her over here. This is strange. She's warm to the touch, but I can't feel a pulse.
So is she alive?
Look, she's moving.
Surely not.
This is remarkable. Trapped in ice all this time, and yet here she is before us.
We'd better take her someplace warm.
Thank you. We'll take it from here.
What's going on?
He's here for the girl.
How? Who told you where to find us?
Hand her over, or suffer the consequences.
It's old man Jigen. The resemblance is slightly uncanny. He's the man that shows up at the end of Miracle Mask. But he does look like evil chicken.
Ha! This girl knows what's good for her. So long.
We must go after them. There's no telling what they might do.
Professor, look at the monster ship. Oh my god. Those are straight up battleships, as they say. Do you think they're taking her away in that? Curses, we must get back to the Bostonians now. Hey! Hey, wait for me! What are you lot looking at? You got a problem? Wait a minute, that's one of those shifting men from earlier. What's he doing here on his own? Oh, they've not forgotten me or anything. Nope, they stayed behind on purpose, to delay you. You think I don't know who you lot are? You're a real thorn in the boss's side. Here, solve this, or else. He just hit us with a puzzle attack. Mutiny. Okay. Oh no! The pirates are attacking! Move the pieces around the board according to the rules below and turn all the pirates into sailors. Welcome to the stream, CJ. It is a pleasure to see you. Sailors and pirates can only move by leaping over pieces adjacent to them. Multiple sailors and pirates can leap over in one movement. Pirates that are leaped over will turn into sailors, and sailors that are leaped over will turn into pirates. Okay. Okay, this is similar to the puzzle with the cats and the bunnies. Okay. Wait. What about this? And then jump here. This will turn all of them into pirates, and now this will turn everyone into sailors.
Okay, here we go. Yes, I got it.
Simple enough. Haha, look at that. Our mighty airship seems to be disappearing over the horizon. So what? The thugs can try to get away, but we'll soon catch up in the Bostonians. The boss what now? Well, whatever, you can try. Anyhow, my part in this mission is done. See you, losers! Come on, Professor, we can still catch them. Yes, you're right. I believe that little haste is in order, though. Wait. Not here. Let's just go straight into the ship.
They won't get away. Not if I have anything to do with it.
It's no good. We're never going to catch them at this rate.
We have to!
Don't worry. I've been waiting for this.
Huh?
My word, the Bostonius really is a state-of-the-art airship.
Amazing! Look how fast we're going!
I think we're catching up.
Professor, we've got an incoming message.
Well, well, I didn't think you'd have this much fight in you.
It's them!
What do you intend to do with the girl?
Let's just say she has a role to play in our plan. We will not let her go.
What on earth are those? Uh-oh, they're coming our way.
Unmanned drones?
I was not expecting a drone fight in the sky.
We've no choice. Shoot them down.
The Bostonius is under attack. Groups of drones are closing in fast. This is not something that I was expecting in Chapter 1. Each group has at least one drone leader. They're your target. Read the objective and shoot the targets to destroy the whole group. Slide the stylus across the touchscreen to aim at the crosshairs. When you got a target in sight, touch the touchscreen to fire. It's just like moving the magnifying glass in investigation mode. Don't take too long and don't shoot the wrong drones. If you do, the whole group will open fire. So, I'm gonna assume
Here they come, Professor!
the different color
We're
one?
ready for them. Fear not.
Shoot the odd one out.
Good.
Just how I would have handled it.
You did it, Professor!
Shoot the odd one out. Which one would that be? Okay. It was the
Nice
one without
shot.
the red light. Shoot all the blue drones. Okay.
There's more where that came from.
Look, Professor!
It's their ship.
Looks like we're going to catch them.
I think you may have spoken too soon.
This is probably the most over-the-top, action-packed Chapter 1 in LAYTON history. That's not the odd one out.
That was careless.
Hold on, Professor!
Good.
You did it, Professor!
We're taking a shortcut.
Don't tell me we're going through there.
Ah!
Watch out! We're going to crash!
Hold on tight.
A little bit of a careless driver, aren't you, Sycamore?
There's light up ahead.
But it's working.
We made it!
We're not out of the woods yet.
Oh no. If anyone has ever played something like Time Crisis, shooting on rails of that type,
We're still in one piece.
I was not expecting Layton to turn into
I'm
that.
surprised you made it this far.
You're not exactly making it easy.
Let's see how you handle this.
Watch yourself, Professor.
I'm ready for them.
Shoot all the drones with an even number.
Brilliant!
Good job!
Just how I would have handled it.
Shoot this drone. No. Nah, it was the blue one. Sheesh.
All right. Just a little further.
Look!
Missiles! Look out! Quickly, Professor, shoot them down!
Shoot all the blue missiles. Shoot every missile with an odd number. That'll be 25, 57, 31. Shoot every missile from highest to lowest. 57, 52, 31, 28, 25.
We're so close!
One last push.
There. This should be close enough.
What are you going to do?
You'll find out soon enough. Just watch.
A grappling hook. Smart.
It's time to board their ship.
What?
I'll do it. Luke, you stay here.
Huh? What are you talking about? Professor, you can't go without your trusty apprentice! Wait!
Here we go.
Right.
That was quite impressive and really unexpected. But I guess Miracle Mask also had its own, well, odd action section at the start with the horse racing. But this one was even more over the top. That took me completely off guard. Are you alright, Luke? I thought it was a gunner there for a moment there. But I'm okay. At least we made it on board. Yes, thanks to the Professor Sycamore. So, what do you suppose this room is? It is a bit dark in here. The cargo hold, by the looks of it. We've been rather fortunate not to run into any crew members, but I doubt our luck will hold out forever. Not once we start making on our way through the ship. Oh well, no time like the present. Don't worry, Professor, I'm with you. Okay, where to go now? Open that door. Everything here's moving strangely. Oh, hint coin. Hint coin again. Hint coin yet again. Puzzle. Oh no, this door won't open, Professor, after we made it this far too. It really seems secure shut, but I think we can use these dials to open it, look. Why don't you give it a try? Leave it to me, Professor. Okay, puzzle number 9, which means I skipped 1, which is unfortunate. The door of the cargo hold is fitted with a special lock, and Layton and Luke will have to unlock it before they can proceed. The control device consists of dials that are each separate into 4 quadrants. These quadrants are marked with the symbols circle and diamond, which have the values 1 and 5 respectively. To open the door, you need to align the dials so that the total value of the symbols in all 4 quadrants is the same. Start spinning the dials and open the door. Okay. Can I just spin these freely? I think that works. It looks like the gears are connecting. That's fine, Serval. Hope lunch was tasty. Pretty good. Interesting chapter 1.
I've really thought about this one. I knew I'd get it right.
Thank you for the word. Much appreciated. Stretch 2. Much appreciated as well. I did it, Professor. The door is open. Excellent work, Luke. Now, let's push on. Carefully though, we don't want to be spotted. It's even bigger in here than I expected. We might get lost if we aren't careful. Quite. Shall we take the ladder to the floor above? Oh, you two, hold it right there. Where do you think you're going? Oh no, they find us already. You got a lot of guts waltzing in here like tourists. Don't move an inch, I warn you. I'm not going to go easy on you just because of the kid. Well, before we hopefully not get to blows, allow me to scout around for hint coins. That should be it. Okay, now you have my attention, sir. Liquid. Stay right where you are, and I promise I won't hurt you. You think we're going to do what you say? Fat chance. Wait, look. He's up to something. Huh. You've only just noticed? If you're going to have any chance of getting past me, you'll need to use your head. Puzzle. Funky hooks. Watch out! Layton needs to get across this walkway, but some swings hooks have made it adventurous task indeed. The hooks always swing back and forth across the same routes. Examine how they move and plan Layton's steps carefully to get him safely across to the other side. Okay. You can only move in one direction indicated by the arrows. Okay. Okay. Is there timing involved here? Oh no, there's not. It's just for visual aid, I guess. Oh. Tricky. Okay, so it's tricky the way they move. Okay.
Here's my answer. Critical thinking is the key to success.
Simple enough. It almost reminds me of the catacombs from the previous game in a way. Where's backup when you need it? I can't handle this on my own. I should just face it, I'm always going to be at the bottom of the heap. The bus isn't going to just let you go, you know. He ran off. What was that all about? Don't let your guard down, Luke. We aren't safe yet. I am still amazed this is still chapter 1. We can move this for some reason. We are in an enemy aircraft. We're in an airship carrier controlled by enemies. After chasing them because they kidnapped a girl who was frozen in ice for 1,000,000 years. This is chapter 1. Layton and the crew got into their own ship, chased it down, shoot some drones, and now it just invaded their ship. It's quite impressive that this is chapter 1.
Well, Professor Layton.
You may remember this man if you've seen the ending of Miracle Mask. That is true, but that also means that things might get even more dangerous later on.
Who are you?
My name is Leon Bronev. I am an archaeologist, just like you.
Are you? And since when did archaeology involve kidnapping young women? Let her go.
Would that I could, but it isn't that easy. You see, this girl is crucial to our plans. You, however, are not.
Professor!
Stay calm, Luke.
Don't be a fool, Layton. I can't allow anyone to stand in my way.
Stop it! Stop it! Stop it, all of you!
What just happened?
What was that? The instruments have gone crazy, boss. The ship's out of control.
Prepare for emergency landing.
Luke, this way, quickly.
Yeah, she seems to have powers.
Right!
What was that strange shockwave thing that just happened? Now it's not the time to worry about that. We need to get off this ship. Let's go. The Layton theme is playing already?
Come on, Luke.
What do you mean, Professor? Are we going down that road?
That's right.
This is still chapter 1. This is a finale's worth of action.
A minor setback.
No! Don't! Are you all right, Luke?
Where are we?
What a introduction! Incredible. And we're already in chapter 2? Professor, where do you suppose we are? I was wondering that myself, Luke. Professor, look. Thank goodness. I wasn't sure if we would ever find you. I was worried you might have had it this time. Are you both alright? We are unhurt, thank goodness, but I'm afraid I can't speak for the girl. Oh dear, I hope she's okay. Yes, that was quite a fall. In any case, you've certainly picked an interesting location to land in. Oh? Do you know where we are? I do. We're on the edge of Lake Cod, or Siren Lake as the locals call it. It is said to be home to malevolent spirits who draw in the living and feed on their despair. Is that so? Well, it's all superstition, of course. I believe it arose due to the unusually high number of airships that crash into the lake. The surrounding forest has also experienced more than its fair share of crash landings. I see, hence the name Siren Lake. Well, that, pun intended, bodes well. It doesn't exactly sound like a great place for a young girl to be on her own. We should really start looking for her. Yes, let's waste no further time. Well, we'll need a great deal of luck if we're going to find her in a forest so large. Ants? You could probably fit in there, couldn't you, Luke? Come on, I mean, this is not the time. Shint coin. Huh. Puzzle. Hey look, Professor, it's a squirrel. Oh, how charming. You know, look, I wonder if the little creature might not have seen our young lady. It seems like the perfect opportunity for you to make use of your ability to talk to animals. Why don't you say hello? Of course, Professor. Leave it to me. Hello, squirrel friend. We're looking for a girl. She's a bit taller than me, I think, and wears a pink dress. Have you seen her? Squirrel noises. Really? You won't tell us until we solve this puzzle? Sorry, Professor, this might take a little while. Okay, Hazel, I accept your challenge. In case you are curious, Luke's ability to speak to animals, it's something that has never been explained in any of the other five games. These 4 fruits all have different weights. The squirrels don't know the fruits' individual weights, but they know that their favorite fruits are the second and the third heaviest ones. They also know that the weight of each of these 2 fruits in grams is an even number. If you put a piece of fruit into each of the 2 boxes, the counter will display their combined weight. Can you use these rather odd set of scales to determine which 2 fruits are the squirrel's favorites? Okay. Maybe Luke is an animal himself, probably in disguise. The 2 heaviest, but it's also an even number. We can discard B. $87. Okay. And 92. 96. Oh, Emmy is here. Emmy was right there. So no worries, she's still with us. It's 96. It's the highest number that's also an even number. So their favorite fruits are A and D. I'm gonna assume... yeah.
If I just do this.
Marvelous.
Luke Triton at your service.
Don't you love how smooth the animations are in this game? Yes, go on. Puzzle for the little squirrels, indeed. Some more squirrel noises. Got it. Professor Hazel says she saw a girl making her way towards the town. Which is this way. I see. We should be off without delay then. Please give my thanks to Hazel here. What's this? Is it a present for us? Wow, so this is a real popular game among squirrels, right? Sounds great. The Nutty Roller minigame has been added to the trunk. Okay. So we have 2 out of the 3 minigames. Okay, without further ado, let's continue. And yet another village, but this one is much different than Freiburg.
Behold the town of Cod. The landscape is beautiful, but its reputation for accidents renders it unpopular as a tourist destination. It is my opinion that an extraordinary secret is hidden in this humble burg.
Yep, there she is.
And what might that be?
You're an archaeologist, Professor. You have no doubt heard of the AZRAN civilization?
Yes, we have. Between him sounding like that and walking and working with Raymond. This is just chapter 2, but I'm really starting to suspect that this may be just Descole. Especially when he says AZRAN civilization, he really sounds like Descole.
Of course, an ancient race who thrived long before the dawn of modern man.
That is correct. The girl offers indisputable proof of their existence. And an analysis of the fossil ice she was held in should give us an idea of when the AZRAN lived.
It doesn't help that it's the same voice actor.
So in other words, this girl is the key to unlocking the secrets of the AZRAN civilization.
Indeed. I don't think we ended up here by accident. I believe the girl led us here somehow. If my theory is correct, there may be some manner of AZRAN relic in this town. It may even be the source of some kind of magnetic field that causes passing aircraft to malfunction.
That really would be an extraordinary secret.
So assuming you're correct, this girl is most likely trying to find this relic left by her people.
I believe so, yes. All this is mere speculation at the moment, though. To find the truth, we must find the girl.
And that's exactly what we're gonna do. And that's our third mystery out of 12. Yes, 12. Not 10 as always. 12 of them. Extra packed Layton finale indeed. Wow, I nearly tripped over this thing, whatever it is. And it seems that we have found our first oddly shaped individual. She looks like a strange combination between a whale and a gopher. Hey, mister. Are you addressing me? Of course I am. Was that your Chris-class gunnery airship that just crash-landed in the lake and made a monster wave? Beaver man. Our ship did land in the lake, but it is a small red aircraft. What? So the big steel Zeppelin isn't yours then? Well, that's rubbish. I was hoping you'd give me a tour. Well now, I'll admit that the other airship is quite imposing, but the Bostonius is lighter and a great deal more maneuverable. Really? Wow, to be honest, I'd be chuffed to go on that airship. Hey, you seem like the perceptive type. Could you give us a hand? We're looking for a girl. Long hair, unusual manner. Huh? Sure, I saw her earlier. She was heading towards the station. Excellent, thanks. Professor, let's go. Okay. How will we know how to get to the station? Hint coins. Anything else to interact with? The trees, the bushes, the tire. I guess no. Professor, look! Oh no. Rats. Lost them. I'm sure they landed around here though. Why, Macaw? What are you looking for so moody for? Oh, it's you. I thought we left you behind in Fromborg. Huh, I'm just some sort of clown to you, aren't I, Macaw? I have to know, I single-handedly held back those professors that even made into the last helicopter. You should have seen it. Glorious it was. The way they cringed and trembled in front of me. Well, those cringing, trembling professors of yours managed to snatch the girl back, you knucklehead. What? Lucky for you, they landed somewhere nearby, so you still have a chance to save your bacon. Right, so we can find them and then I can redeem myself in the boss's eyes. Exactly. And Robin, slow down for crying out loud. More haste, less speed, okay? Sounds like those men are searching for the girl too. They haven't found her then, at least. I suppose we should be thankful for small miracle, merciless. We mustn't let this chance go to waste. It's imperative that we find the girl quickly. Come on now.
Who are those bozos anyway?
They belong to Targent, a secret organization bent on unlocking the power of the AZRAN.
That sounds rather sinister.
You remember the Golden Garden, the oasis you discovered in Mist Hallery?
That was...
Its true name is the Garden of Healing.
That's what we discovered at the end of Spectre's Call, or Last Spectre.
You will also recall the City of Harmony, the ruined
Ambrosia.
structure which rose from the seabed around the island of Ambrosia.
That's from the Eternal Diva movie.
Finally, we have the Nautilus Chamber, an extremely complex mechanism situated just outside Monte d'Or.
And that's Miracle Mask. Everything is coming together.
All three of these ancient sites were constructed by the AZRAN civilization.
The AZRAN must have been a remarkable people.
They commanded technology far more advanced than anything we could imagine. If anyone were to claim that technology for themselves, they would have the power to rule the world.
Aha! So that's what Targent is after.
The AZRAN's power.
All three of the AZRAN sites I spoke of are now under Targent's control.
What?
Their examination of the AZRAN ruins led them straight to Froenborg, just as my own research did. But none of us could have imagined what we'd find there. That girl is the key to it all, the key to the AZRAN legacy.
Would this be an appropriate time to make the joke of, oh, they have mentioned out loud the title?
I see. In that case, it is absolutely crucial that we not let Targent find her.
Yeah, the title troll.
Quite. So let us move swiftly.
Oh, most definitely, Serval. Number 4. Despite their rich history, so little is known about the AZRAN that they are considered something of a phantom civilization. Professor Sycamore is one of the few who is knowledgeable on the subject, yet he is something of an enigma himself. No one has deeper knowledge of the AZRAN than the Professor Sycamore. He also seems to have a bone to pick with Targent. Is that a cat over there? Look at all the cute accessories they got in there, Professor. A clothes shop here, of all places. Hello, my dear sirs. Are you looking for something by any chance? Property dictates that I assist you, I think. But first, I am sure gentlemen such as yourself would not mind coming to the rescue of a damsel in distress, Layton and Luke haven't said a word. But we got here, Puzzle 13. pretty paper petals. You've decided to sew your friend a garish flower from a number of red, blue, yellow, and purple petals. You want it to be a little different, so you decided that no two petals of the same color should touch at any point. That's your only rule. Touch a petal to change it to choose its color and create a lovely floral gift for your friend. Okay, so... Okay. No two color person should touch at any point. Okay. So, by that logic, we could have them like this, where they're not touching. Kinda like this, in a way. As long as they're not touching, it should be fine. There's a red right there, so we cannot use red in the middle here. So we'll just use the purple, which means here we could use another purple. Over here, the only option is clearly red because it's been touched by every single other color. Same here with maybe this could either be... Yeah, no, they can only be yellow. It's been touched by the other colors as well. Which means right here, the only color it's not being touched by is purple. Here, this could be... This could be... No, it cannot be red. It can only be yellow. This one can... This one could be blue. But that also may... I see. This one has to be red because it's been touched by all the other colors, which means this one has to be... It cannot be yellow. It has to be blue, which means this one cannot be blue either, which makes this one red. This one has to be... perhaps blue. Because this one cannot be blue or any other color because it's been touched by all the other ones, and this one will have to be purple. This one, on the other hand, has to be blue. And I think that should be it. Just examining, making sure I didn't make any mistakes around here. Okay. Yeah, this should be fine.
Here's my answer.
Marvelous.
Critical thinking is the key to success.
Good job. Oh, look at that! You did quite the turn on that puzzle, did you not? So, how may I assist you? We are looking for one of our party. A young lady with a rather otherworldly appearance. Have you seen anyone go by? A girl? No, I don't think so. I've been here for a little while now, and nobody at all interesting has come by. Besides yourself, of course, good sir. Hang on a minute, Professor. Do you think maybe that boy got the wrong person? As in, he thought it was this girl here? If no one else has passed this way, that must be indeed the case. But then that means that our girl was never even heading to the station. Perhaps, but we might as well see what information can we gather while we're here. What about this gentleman here? What have we here then? I heard some chatter about a dandy in a fancy hat. That must be you, eh? Oh? Where did you hear about the professor? Some oddball came by here asking after... How did he put it? his most crisp-colored friend whose hat soars to grin the sky. He's gone off to the station. You'll find him on the platform, no doubt, but you might have to look carefully. Look carefully? Ah, you mean if we zoom in the station? Yeah, that's it exactly. Oh, you mean her? You mean Sonia? That girl was put like a little loopsy... like a little loopsy doll. Oh, welcome to the stream show. Glad to have you here, my friend. And so far it's been very, very interesting. Thank you for the word, Team Servo. We just finished chapter 1 and we already have a ship battle with drones and guns. We boarded one of the enemy ships. And we rescued a kidnapped lady that was frozen in ice for 1,000,000 years. Chapter 1, that was. Of course it's Aldous. Oh, to think that I will find you here, my excellent gentleman friend. Our paths are surely strands of the same thread. Oh, I see. So this is the person who was looking for you, Professor? Absolutely. Incontestably. Just as the squirrel must seek the acorn, it behoves me to find you. But first I must tell you how honored I am to witness you making such eager use of the swimming skills I taught you. Thank you, Aldous. What was it you wanted to talk about? Yes, of course. Well, my friend, I find myself most fortuitously in possession of information that might interest you. You may have noticed that when you move the magnifying glass around, the object occasionally gives a sort of little poof. Whenever you notice such a quote-unquote poof, even if the magnifying glass is not orange, take heart and investigate with vigor. For it means that weird and wonderful curio might be within your grasp. Now then, if you please, I ask you to slide your magnifying glass over the locomotive's chimney and examine it closely. Oh. Okay, so the relics are back from Miracle Mask, okay. Splendiferous work. That, my friend, is a choice item of your newborn collection. On your travels far and wide, you will come across all manner of junk, antiques, scraps, and fascinating little gems. You must hoard all of these bits and bobs in this mini chest of fortune I have been guarding for you here. Bit by bit, bob by bob, you shall build a personal collection to rival those of our most dedicated explorers. You never know where you might find something worthy of your collection, so be ever watchful for that little poof. I must admit I have quite a fondness for trinkets and curios. Then this is a worthy occupation for you, fair gentlemen. I look forward to seeing your lovingly constructed collection. For now, I must eclipse myself. I wish you many enjoyable hours hunting for elusive treasures. Farewell, my friends. Off he goes. He seems to have warmed up a bit at least. And with that, I do feel like we have unlocked everything tutorial related. Well, almost. Well, this is sure to prove enjoyable during our travels. However, we have no time for distractions at present. We must press on and find the girl. Perhaps we'll have more luck elsewhere in town. So, did you find that oddball I was telling you about before? Yes, we found Aldous. Unfortunately, he was unable to help us with our predicament. We urgently need to find someone, you see. Well, that's too bad now, isn't it? Who is it that you're after then? Not that funny-looking girl who went by earlier, is it? Oh, that might well be her. Which direction did she go? Oh, she was headed straight for the fish market, I reckon. Figured she was after a trout fillet fresh from the lake. he actually does. That is correct. So if we were still playing Layton Bingo, this will be the time to mark NPC named after their physical appearance. Great, so there's a chance she'll still be there. Or at any rate, someone will have seen her. Let's go. Well, without further ado... what do we have here? Carpin. Fresh fish, fresh fish. You there, the gentleman in the hat. How about some nice line-caught trout for your tea? Good catch today. 5 for the price of 3. Fresh to dress, twice as lovely with a bit of lemon. That fish look kind of slimy and yucky, but fresh grilled trout is delicious. At least when my mom makes it. Unfortunately, we're in a position to be grilling fish at the moment. Oh, new faces. Let me look at you. I take it you're the ones who have been traveling in that funny little airship, hmm? Yes. Well, we've mostly been traveling in that one. How did you know? Did you see the Bostonians come down? No, I just heard about it. Market gossip, you know? And airships are always crashing around here, so it's easy to spot survivors. Oh, sorry, how insensitive of me. I make it sound like a joke when it's a horrible thing that happened to you. Actually, the market gossip may be of use to us. There was a young girl with us. We lost sight of her during an impromptu landing. A girl? Really? Funny, didn't look like one of you though. Wait, but you did see a girl? How about this? I'll tell you what I saw if you solve this puzzle for me. Deal? Well, it's not like we have a choice. It's a 40 picarat puzzle. A family expecting a new arrival want to celebrate by filling their garden with flowers. These flowers can't just be planted in any old way, of course. Each flower must be surrounded by flowers of different colors. With this in mind, use the various blocks to fill the garden with flowers. Bear in mind that the flowers can't be planted in the square that contains the family house. Okay. Should be simple enough. Oh, they actually appear on the screen. That's actually interesting. Okay, so we should be able to surround the house slowly. Just a 2-piece? That's probably gonna go deep by the end. Can I rotate them? Doesn't look like it. Okay. Oh. Okay.
I've really thought about this one.
Marvelous.
I knew I'd get it right.
Simple enough. Great stuff. You're not that bad at landscaping, are you? Alright then, I'll spill the beans. There was a girl not too long ago heading towards Boris's hut. You know, Mr. Strong and Silent the fisherman? I see. So if you go in that direction, you might run into her, yeah. It's not a very busy part of town, so if she's there, you'll probably spot her quickly enough. I see. Thank you very much for your help. By the way, you seem pretty deft with that flower bed puzzle. Do you reckon you'd enjoy taking on a bit more of a challenge? You mean more flower bed puzzles? Sure. I thought I was pretty good at that last one. I'm really into gardens and stuff, but delicate exotic plants are just hopeless in cut. I don't know if it's the soil or the climate, but everything just shrivels up. So here, you'll get more use out of this than me. And that might be our last minigame. Well, one of them anyway. Yeah, there's still one missing. Okay. Look after the darlings, won't you? Okay. Yeah, there's still one more thing missing. And we'll be out of the tutorial section. I didn't check for hint coins here. Wait. Look, there's a fish painted on this wall. It's looking a bit sorry by itself, though. The paint's all peeling away. Why don't they clean it up, like in this puzzle? What is this? Puzzle 15. Give me a second. I need water. Much better. This poster was ripped to pieces before being stuck to the sign. You need to put all the pieces in the right place, but you don't want to take them off the sign one at a time in case they blow away in the wind. Not to worry though, you can recreate the poster by moving 3 pieces at a time, either up, down, or sideways. Feel free to move the pieces as many times as you like and restore the fish to its former glory. Okay, Okay, I see how this goes. It's one of these puzzles. Okay. This definitely looks like the... Oh, it needs... It always needs 3 blocks. Or it cannot move.
Want an answer? How's this?
There we go.
Piece of cake.
Simple enough. I got nervous for a second. I thought that was gonna be the belly, but it's just a really big mouth. You know, maybe all the cracked paint isn't so bad after all. It gives things a nice retro feel. You might even say vintage. Or vintage. I get it. I mean, this isn't the time or place for puns. Oh, place. Wow, look at the size of this fish. Was it caught in the lake? Hint coin. More hint coins. Anyway. I know she's around here somewhere. You're not doing yourself any favors by protecting her, you know? Now, let's try this again. Tell me where the little missy is, or I might take it upon myself to rearrange that honker of yours. I told you, I turned around, she was gone. Run off to the market. Aye? So, what if I went looking near those boats, eh? What would I find there? Oh dear. Do you think we should just go back the way we came? Well, we didn't see any sign of her on our way from the market, so that must mean she's still around here somewhere. Let's ask that man. He seems to know something about the situation. Okay. The train lines run right next to this little hut. It must be quite exciting. Maybe not at nighttime though, I would say. It could be very noisy. Morning. Busy day for tourists. Does that mean you've seen other tourists? The big bully who just left, you saw him, and a girl. Huh, so she has been this way. Odd looking lass. Not ugly, but weird get-up. She's with you? Yes, she is, and we absolutely have to find her before those uniform thugs do. What's the matter? Do you know anything? You don't look like you're in cahoots with that other one. Alright, the girl was here looking for something. She was making a beeline for somewhere or other when those bullies in uniform showed up. She looked terrified, so I told her to hide while I sent them off track. But she's gone now, see? Where she could have been going, do you think? Dunno, but there's a hill up that way. Good lookout point. Ah, good idea. We'll go up the hill and maybe we'll spot her from there, right? Sounds good to me. Let's continue. Rocks, crabs, fishing boats, mountains, more rocks. Not even remotely girl-shaped. I can't see her anywhere. Well, we climbed all the way up here, so let's make sure we have a good look over the whole area. We might spot her yet. Before we do that, let's scout the area for some good old hint coins. Or a puzzle. I wonder where this path leads, Professor. Keep your eyes peeled for any signposts on the way, look. In fact, let me show you an example. Puzzle 16. Give me a sign. A young couple are on a day out in the forest. After finishing their picnic, they go up for a walk, only to get lost and wind up at a dead end. There's a sign there, but it's so old and weather-beaten that all the pieces that used to create an arrow have fallen off, making it impossible to tell which way to go. Pieces of the broken sign can be found on the floor around it, though. Do you think you can help the couple to put the sign back together and work out which direction they're supposed to go? I'll definitely try my best, but... Look at the second to last pointy bit of the frame at the very bottom right. That part is literally just yellow. So I assume that being the only pointy area that is painted a different color, that the arrow is going to be pointed in that direction. Perhaps something like that. Oh, you can actually see it. You can actually see the silhouette. That makes things, oh, so much easier. Okay, as for the borders themselves... Forming that curve. And last but not least, simple enough.
I've really thought about this one. I knew I'd get it right.
The way they place the pieces in the lower screen is adorable. It is. I love how puzzles are structured, both in Miracle Mask and this one, really taking advantage of the 3D graphics. Everything feels so much more tactile and detailed. Well, I'm still not sure where the path leads, but it definitely looks a bit dodgy, Professor. It did so, and jumping over fences is most ungentlemanly behavior. Anything else over here? A hint coin, of course. Oh, what about the log? Oh. An umbrella. Nothing else around here, it seems. Oh. Hey, the view is amazing from up here. You can see the whole town and most of the lake. I bet this spot sees tons of picnickers. Professor, look over there. This would be the perfect place for a picnic if it wasn't for this extremely windy weather. I do agree, Emmy. It's Sergeant Zeppelin. So that's where they came down. It is rather unfortunate that they landed so close. But they're not moving, which means they haven't found the girl yet, right? Or their ship sustained damage during the crash and they are still doing repairs. Either way, we have a chance. Did you hear that? It sounded rather like a fisherman we met just now. Oh no, do you think that Sergeant Doug came back? Let's hurry down, come on. What happened to him? War. Sir, are you okay? What war? Not war, water. The girl, she was walking on water. I beg your pardon? I'm telling you, she walked straight across the surface from the shore to the middle of the lake. That's impossible. Nobody can walk on water. Don't be so quick to dismiss this, Luke. One moment. Here now. Look down at where we're standing. What? How are you doing that, Professor? I mean, she does have powers, so it does make sense. Okay. Upon examining the surface of the lake more closely, Layton discovers some floating ice shelves thick enough to stand on. While the girl appeared to be walking on water, she was merely stepping across the ice. Stepping on an ice shelf sets it in motion and keeps it moving until it bumps into something or reaches the shore. Using the floating ice shelves and the small islands in the lake to your advantage, help Layton catch up to the girl. Okay. Let's give this a try. Let's jump here. Okay. If we go here, and then here, then we can use this right over here. Oh, okay. There we go. It's so similar to when we were doing the cave puzzles.
Should serve me well.
In the previous game.
A satisfying puzzle indeed.
Same way of solving it. Same procedure.
Huh?
Nisa kanu puisala mitu. Anzakal antara.
Is that?
More lost AZRAN technology? What? Who have thought there'd be something like this hidden under the lake? I can't see the girl. Where's she gone? Do you think she slipped off this walkway? Hold on. Over there. Is that a passage leading to the ruin? The girl must have gone inside. Come along. We don't want to lose her again. As long as we don't have to do any more cave puzzles, we'll be fine. Good grief, I've never would have imagined this. I think these ruins are responding to the girl. So they, too, must be. AZRAN, yes, no doubt about it. Wow, so your theory was correct, Professor Sycamore? It would seem so. An ancient AZRAN structure with a powerful magnetic field that disrupts passenger aircraft. Of course, that is just an unfortunate side effect. I should really like to know what the true purpose of this place is. Professor, I see her!
Huh?
How on earth did you do that?
I am the emissary of the AZRAN people. Aurora.
I see.
The time has come for the power of my people to be passed on. Our legacy to the world we left behind. If you wish to know our secrets, and your motives are pure, then all will be revealed. This dome will show you the way. Find the locations of the AZRAN keys. Prove you are worthy of our power.
Quite literally an AZRAN legacy.
What? Where am I?
So you were not aware?
You called yourself Aurora just now. Is that your name?
Aurora? I don't know.
Do you remember being trapped in the ice?
Me? Trapped in ice?
You claim to be the emissary of the AZRAN. Is it possible that you were sent by the AZRAN people as their messenger?
A messenger? No. I don't know.
Perhaps your role as a messenger operates only on a subconscious level.
The AZRAN have sent us their greatest puzzle yet in the shape of this girl. It is up to us to rise to the challenge.
I suppose you're right. But what could it all mean?
The AZRAN people used a cryogenic technique to hold the girl in stasis until the day that she would be awoken by future civilizations. As the messenger of the AZRAN, Aurora is able to interact with AZRAN ruins and is likely the key to unlocking their secrets. As Aurora said, the symbols on the walls of this dome are a guide. Yes, they must represent something. The AZRAN people yearn for the skies to go even ever higher and always further. The most prominent characters in their midst were the great riders of the sky. It is a fair bet that the symbols on these walls refer to them. Garza upon her raven-feathered steed, in her hand a black-bladed sword, sharpened on the edge of time, and in her heart the courage of an entire kingdom. Very good. You're familiar with the Routledge's ancient histories then. It is the only mainstream work that discusses the AZRAN myth. There are stories about the riders of the sky on the walls. Do you want me to read it for you? Please do. At the dawn of time, the world was one big continent, and the Celestial King sheltered all the lands beneath his ample wings. All living things served him. The king had 5 children, the great riders of the sky, but they were proud and coveted their father's throne. The constant warring of the riders exhausted the people and tainted the land. Roused at last to anger, the king drew his sword and made 4 strokes, slicing the land into 10 continents. His children, he banished them to live on earth. The king sealed the sacred gates to the skies and scattered the 5 keys on earth, that his children might one day find them. Ever since that day, the king's children have gazed up the skies, longing to fly again one day. Aha, now I see it. The patterns on the walls might represent the earth. If we were to gather the 5 keys, we could unlock the gates to the sky, or in other words, the power of the AZRAN. Incredible! I should very much like to solve this puzzle. Okay. Puzzle 18, Celestial King. The walls of the AZRAN Dome tell the story of the Celestial King and his children, the Riders of the Sky. Enraged by the Riders' constant warring, the king made 4 strokes with his sword and divided the land into 10 continents. They curved the story by reenacting it, using the 4 lines to divide the land into 10 sections. Separating riders, draw the lines between the points around the edge, but be careful, you can only use each point once. No line may touch a rider. Okay. Okay. Only using 4 lines, you say. And they cannot touch the riders. Well, from the get-go, this already separates quite a few. This already separates the ones at the bottom from the ones at the top. This one will separate the one on the left from the other ones. And finally, this line right here will separate all of the other ones. Just 4 lines. And all of them are separated into their own little spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That should be good. Wait. There's one missing here. That last one was a mistake. They were all good except for this one right here. Should have gone right there. We were missing 1 section. Now there's 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Good job, this should be good. Well, let's see if we can solve the puzzle of the AZRAN, shall we?
Let's shed some light on this one.
Marvelous.
Excellent, if I do say so myself.
The 5 keys must lie at the points where the king's sword strokes meet. It's a metaphor. The Celestial King in the story represents the AZRAN civilization, which means the king's children who were banished to Earth are us, the distant heirs to their legacy. Professor, have you noticed the 5 oval symbols like this, like this one just here? Could they represent the 5 keys? I believe so. They look rather like the artifacts Routledge decipheredly referred to as eggs. Scholars have been pondering their function for years, but not one guessed that they might in fact be keys. They are aura stones, vessels capable of channeling the power of the AZRAN. Aura stones, did you say? Did seeing the symbol trigger this recollection? Perhaps if you found these AZRAN relics, it will bring yet more back to you. You may be in time fully regained your memory. We will certainly need your help deciphering this puzzle. That is why Targent wants you to, no doubt. Most certainly. There is no sense in staying here any longer. We must leave this town before they find us. Weird how they look like masks. Oh, after last time, I don't think it's weird at all. The entirety of the last game was all about the masks that were part of AZRAN technology, after all. Traveling to each of the locations indicated by the dome's walls will be quite an undertaking. All 5 sites appear to be in remote parts of the world. It would be wise to do a little research before we rush into action. It might also be prudent to ensure that the Bostonius is fully stocked. Naturally, might I suggest a first stop be London? It's a little out of the way, but we can gather both supplies and information there. An excellent idea. That will also give us the opportunity to do more extensive repairs on the Bostonius. Good, it's decided. I shall go straight back to the ship and prepare for our flight to London. Professor, I leave Aurora in your care. Understood. We will proceed cautiously. Good luck. This is incredible! We're really going to fly around the world, Professor? It sounds a bit dangerous, but really exciting too. What? Around the entire world? Aurora, I must tell you, your people are gone and this world is no longer the one you once knew. You owe us nothing, but we need your help to solve the puzzle of the AZRAN. Would you please accompany us on this journey? In return, we will try to help you regain your memory, if that is what you wish. Come on, Aurora, it's going to be amazing! Trips with the professor are always really exciting. Alright, I accept, I will go with you. So that's our party now. It's interesting how every single Layton game takes place in a single mysterious town that requires helping. But now, for the final entry in the canon series, we're having some sort of world tour adventure, which is really interesting to me. It's not just one place, we're going all around the globe. You there, aren't you? Oh. Hey, you there, aren't you Professor Layton? It's a goodbye tour. That is true. Yes, that is correct. Well, I never thought I'd run into the famous Professor Layton all the way out here. My name is Macintosh, by the way. Very appropriate for a final Layton game until the one comes out next year. Yeah. But definitely this is a nice farewell to the series thus far. It's a great idea, I'll give you that. Still, if you're here, that must mean I'm not too far off the mark. The thing is, I am not sure if this new one that's coming out is even part of the main series. The style looks so different, it might as well be a spin-off for all we know. Because albeit you came to investigate the secrets hidden in the Siren Lake, am I right? But it could even be a reboot of sorts. Secrets? I'm not sure what you... no need to play dumb, Professor. We both know about a certain ancient civilization. Wink wink, nudge nudge. In fact, I think you'll find my latest paper on it very interesting. I'll be presenting it at a conference in the not-too-distant future. Right then, I won't keep you. We both have investigating to do. That was quite the strange interaction. Okay. Salmon fillet, oh, hello there. Isn't that the girl that everyone's on the lookout for? Yes, but we would appreciate it if you'd not mentioned to anyone that we'd found her. Okay. Another hint coin. And not much else here. Everyone, watch out, there are Targent Tucks coming this way. Oh no, what do we do? You can't let them see Aurora. It's too late to run. We will never get far enough. We'll have to find a place to hide Aurora. Let's see if anyone here can help us. Him again? What are you all staring at? Is it those gloomy uniforms over there? They all came pouring out of that not at all sinister ship. Of all the people to wash up here, they're the strangest fish by far. Please sir, those men are dangerous. We urgently need to hide this girl from them. Can you help us? That's a tricky one. She could hide over by those white crates or bait as long as she doesn't mind the smell. Ah yes, that's perfect. Thank you very much. It's a great help. Oh, it's nothing. Can't exactly throw you to the sharks, can I? That one over there? There's no time to lose, or you'll have to hide yourself behind those crates. I understand. I found it! We've been around this measly town for 5 times now, and we've still not seen a trace of that girl. She probably took off hours ago, and here we are running around her like a headless chicken. Speak for yourself, Robin. Come on, keep it together. We should have to look harder is all. She has to be here somewhere. I'm telling you, she's... Good day, gentlemen. We meet again. Ah, it's you! Hat Man! My name is Herschel Layton. I am a professor of archaeology in London. And do excuse me, but I couldn't help but overhear. Did I understand correctly that you've yet to find the girl? Hang on a sec. You're not fooling anyone. You're trying to get info on her, right? Which means you haven't found her either. That is, I don't know how much I should really tell you. I do know she's not in the fisherman's hut up ahead. We had some help from the townspeople, but no luck so far. Wait, did you say the fisherman's hut? Isn't there a hill up behind that place? Oh, is there? Well... Huh, your face says it all, mate. You've not been up there to check, have you? Of course we have, you... You ninnies. Good luck getting to the girl before we do. Hey, Robin, hold it. We don't even know she's definitely... Robin! Listen up, you lot. Next time you're in our way, we won't be so nice and polite, got it? Indeed. Layton, nice acting. Nice acting there. They look so pleased to finally have a lead too. Wow, that was some performance. You really sold your scary professor act. Thank you, Luke. Now then, we shouldn't linger here. Let's take our route to the Bostonius. But Professor, the station's full of Targent people. How are we going to get past? You're right, Luke. We cannot go back the way we came. We shall have to find a different route. You want to go down the little path along the lakefront. It's just houses, so it'll be nice and quiet. Sound advice. We'll take the path. Thank you again for all your help, sir. Okay. So a little bit of a shortcut, isn't it? I haven't been here before, though. Puzzle? Hello again, dear visitors of the humble town of Koth. And who is this young person? Is she a friend of yours? Why do you laugh? A lady must always demonstrate good humor, my dear, and solve puzzles. Yes, it's all part of proper breeding. You there, are you not this lady's gentleman escort? Please, show us your puzzle-solving capabilities. Wait, what? Me? For a second I thought Aurora was gonna solve this puzzle. Oh, it's one of these, okay. Okay. It seems to form the shape of a strange dog. Okay. First of all... She might do it later, that is true. Okay, first we need to form the basic shape of how this dog is gonna look like. Make a dog is quite the command in a video game. A that should be the tail. We need the one red square to form what I presume is the eye. Wait, no, we need a white one here. That should be the snout. But hey, if that's what the game wants, I will make you a dog.
I've got it, I think. Easy peasy, Professor.
Marvelous. I just made a dog. Oh, very well done, young man. You seem more than capable of protecting this young lady. Young lady? And you, my dear, must seek to become a little more worldly like myself. You could start by putting a smile on those lips. Now, if you please, I shall take my leave. Goodbye now. Okay. That was an interesting conversation. Whoa, stop! There are more of those ducks around there. They must be very determined. It seems that Tarchin has agents posted all over town. No route is safe from them. We shall have to find an alternative way back to the ship. But Professor, we already took a different path. Where else is there to go? Calm down, Luke. We'll just have to look around. Excuse me, madam. May we disturb you for a moment? No, there's a gentleman. Hold on. Right. I'll just need your name and number. What? Why? Do I beg your pardon? Force of habit, you see. The Daria Column, correspondent for the World Times. How may I help you? It is urgent that we get to that pier over there without being seen. Might you know a more discreet route we could take? That's rather suspicious, but I can see you're in a hurry, so I won't pry for details. Yet. Not to be facetious, but have you thought about taking a boat? You're at a pier after all. Oh yeah, that's a stroke of luck, isn't it? There you are then. I'll inform the local fishermen about the boat. A case of dire need, I'll say. We're much obliged, madam. So I'm gonna assume this boat right here is the one that will help us. Okay, now then, we have our means of getting across the pier. But won't rowing take too long? We're bound to get spotted. Actually, look, I come up with a much quicker way for us to elude Targent. Let's go. Puzzle 20. Boat to boat. Oh, we're gonna use different boats? Uniform villains are on the prowl all over Koth, but if your heroes can hop from boat to boat quickly enough, perhaps they can get to the other side without being spotted. Each boat travels in a fixed direction and at a fixed speed. Red boats move 1 square at a time, blue boats move 2, purple boats move 3, and orange boats 4. Bear in mind that a group can only jump to the boats adjacent to them, so try to get them across without making a splash. Okay. Touch the arrow next to the boat which Layton is standing to move the boat. When Layton's boat is near to another boat, touch the boat and Layton will cross onto it. That illustration of Layton on the screen there is so adorable. Okay. Okay. So it seems like the boats do cross each other sometimes, even if they move past the grid here. Chibi characters are always adorable. Okay. Nobody in front of us. blue boat. Okay, this one's moved one space, so... I don't know how that one's gonna help us. Okay, let's try the orange one. Those are the ones that move the farthest. Let's try the purple one then. We had two options there, eesh. But this one should be fine. Or maybe we could just use the blue boat. And there we go.
This was quite the conundrum. And there we have it.
Oh, marvelous. That was a tricky one. Hurrah! We made it, and those sergeant dogs are none the wiser. Phew, that was terrifying. Yes, thank goodness we got over without anybody falling in. I'll be glad to get back to the Bostonians. What is this, Bostonians? Ah, that's our airship. Well, it belongs to Professor Sycamore, really, but you'll be safe there, Aurora. Come, let's board the Bostonians before Targent shows up. Okay. Oh, Professor Layton, it is a great relief to have you back. Also, for those who remember, you might be curious as to what is Raymond even doing here. He is Descole's assistant. But Layton doesn't know this. We do. So the fact that Raymond is even here means Descole cannot be too far. And my suspicion is obviously that is Professor Sycamore, because not only he has the same build as Descole, but also they share the same voice actor. What about the young miss? She's not hurt, I trust. Young miss? I believe we're all fine, Raymond. Thank you for your concern. I am very glad to hear that, Professor. In that case, I shall prepare for takeoff without delay. Ah, Raymond. Professor Sycamore headed back here ahead of us, is he? Professor Sycamore is in the engine room, sir. Ah, no, pardon me. He is here now. Look at him and tell me that it's not Descole. Allow me to save real quick and we'll get a closer look. Ah, Professor, perfect timing. Everything went smoothly, I hope? This might be his least subtle disguise. Not entirely, but with some help from the local people. I will be amazed if this is not Descole. But with some help from the local people, we were able to bring Aurora back unnoticed. Excellent. Then they will still be frantically searching for her. I say we take advantage of our good fortune and escape while we can. Our first destination will be London, as we discussed. London, yes. We're about to undertake a prolonged journey to unfamiliar lands. We must prepare accordingly. Considering the excitement of our last flight, it will be wise to have the ship thoroughly checked too. Anyway, we can discuss the particulars later. For now, Raymond, take us away.
No!
Professor Sycamore, are you Descole? No. I want you to hear him talking. Two chapters in a single stream. This is going quite fast. A Day Out in London, Chapter 3. This color no needs to be redeemed here. Hell, even replace Joffrey's no with his. Honestly, I might consider it. Because it's a really good no sound effect. TCI Carmichael. I got an urgent summons. Does the long arm of the law need a pair of fast feet? Look who is back, friends. It's Grosky. Inspector Grosky, actually I have a special assignment for you. Have you heard of an organization by the name of Dargent? Dargent? I can't say I have. What have they been up to then? They are an extremely dangerous paramilitary organization who have been known to operate in all parts of the world. We know quite a lot about their criminal activities, but we are still in the dark as to their motives and long-term goals. I need you to get more information, unearth some concrete evidence for us. Grosky with the balloon man boots indeed. What kind of evidence, Chief? Dargent have moles in high places. In the government, the army, and even, if I am not mistaken, in the police force. What's that? A mole in the force? Here's the best part. I think we have an agent here, in this very building. Listen, Grosky, I cannot ensure your safety on this operation, but I would not ask you if you were not important. Are you in? Do you even need to ask? I won't have some criminal element undermining the yard. I'll find him, whatever it takes. Be aware that the road may even extend to the upper echelons, Grosky. Do not mention this to any of our superiors. Leave it to me, Chief, and if that snake goes to ground, I'll dig them out with my bare hands. For the yard! Oh, there he goes. Good luck, Grosky. He hasn't changed at all, I see. Crescent Haller University, London. Professor Layton's office. There! The Dean has approved my request to go on a search expedition, and Dr. Glade will take over my classes. Great, and while you're talking to the Dean, I made a list of everything we have to get. Let's go shopping. Thank you, Emmy. I believe we have some points to discuss before we go out, though. It's been a while since we've seen this place, that is true. Miracle Mask kinda started already in Montedor. So, to find the AZRAN eggs, we'll have to visit 5 sites, which are scattered around the world, right? That's right. Finding these artifacts should help us solve the grand puzzle the AZRAN left for us. I can hardly believe that we're so close to uncover the secrets of the most ancient civilization known to man. I know. I can't wait to get going on our trip around the world. I just realized that we are, in this game, we're going to find out what's gonna happen with Emmy. I truly hope she doesn't die. I truly hope that doesn't die and this is just their last adventure together and she goes on her own to do her own adventuring. I truly hope nothing happens to her. Because she doesn't appear at all in the main trilogy. This being a prequel, I am afraid to know what's going to happen to her. Ah yes, I meant to tell you, I've been over some AZRAN text again with our recent finds in mind and I realized something. Do you remember the 3 great AZRAN ruins that I spoke of before? You mean the Garden of Healing, that's what we found in the Last Spectre, the City of Harmony, aka Ambrosia, in the Eternal Diva movie, and the Nollitus Chamber outside of Montedor in Miracle Mask. Indeed, I am convinced that activating all 3 of those sites was a strict condition for awakening the AZRAN messenger. That was the first challenge set by the AZRAN people. I see. They wanted to ensure that we could not awaken their messenger before our civilization had properly developed. Best of luck, Serval. Best of luck in the classes, and thank you very much for joining. I must say it's an honor to be present at such a turning point in our history. But in fact, Professor, your thesis already touched upon. Excuse me for interrupting, but at this rate, no historical discoveries are going to be made at all. Why don't we finish our preparations first? You can always discuss the finer points of your studies once we're on our way. Ah, of course. Very well. Can I count on you to get the necessary provisions? I intend to research our destination a little bit more. No problem. Thank you, Miss Altava. Please, Professor, call me Emmy. Oh, are you sure? That doesn't feel right. You professors are all alike, but really, don't you worry about being so polite. We're going to be spending a lot of time together. Alright then, Emmy. Now then, if you'll excuse me, there's still much to be done. Come back to the Bostonians once you've finished your shopping. What do you think we'll need for our journey around the world? It's bound to be a lot longer than a camping trip. Bread and cheese for sandwiches, biscuits for when we go out exploring. Oh, and we'll want tea and cake for on the Bostonians. You need many things. Of course, we might end up trudging through forests, climbing mountains, and exploring ancient ruins. We need provisions. For this kind of grand shopping trip, we'll want to go to Kensington. Kensington? Ah, of course, you're familiar with London. Well, this is an excellent opportunity to show you around. Very well. And with that introduction to Chapter 3, I do believe we can call it a day for now. What an introduction to the final game, honestly. I am more than excited to see what else this game has in store for us. But as for now, we'll resume this playthrough on the next episode of Professor Layton and the AZRAN Legacy. Thank you all so much for joining me for another live stream. It has been a pleasure to stream for you all as usual. And I truly hope you all take care and have a fantastic rest of your week. Take care, my friends. Thank you to the patrons for their monthly support as always. And I'll see you, Space Cowboy. Bang.
I was cooling in the motel for a minute. Loved ones that I won't tell how I'm living. Now I'm in the woods, trailer park, staying hidden. In the rap game, slashing through a million minions. IRL is lame cause I'm broke in Virginia. Surrounded by the slimy cold-blooded, they amphibians. I ain't dark as I was, hit the amphibian. Pulled a beam katana out in the slaughterhouse. I was hired cause you talking loud, starting drama now. I got fired cause I understood what they talking about. So I fight them cause I understand all they trauma now. In the woods, smoking on some woods, game me feeling good, but it's great. Can escape my fate, would it if I could? On some LBs, for these LBs I had to hustle. Desperately trying to find paradise through this desperate struggle. Wanna kill and be killed, it's the way that I'm living. Throw my life away, but I had to hide my feelings. Trying to stack LBs straight to the ceiling.